I don't like it. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Behind me, we have a brand new Porsche 911 ST that has come in for a bunch of our services. So I wanted to give you a quick introduction about this vehicle. So what makes this vehicle very, very special is it is the lightest 911 Porsche that you can currently buy on the market, coming in at right at 3,056 pounds. That is about 200 pounds lighter than a Porsche GT3 RS. That's very, very crazy. So it's got magnesium wheels, it's got carbon fiber all the way throughout the vehicle. It's a timeless design, you know, without having the big giant wing in the back, so on and so forth. It looks very, very elegant. It is designed for the open road, so not so much for a track vehicle, but something that you can take out and drive and have a blast down mountain roads, so on and so forth. There are only 1,963 of these vehicles made worldwide. So this one specifically is 933. The customer wanted a paint to sample color. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for him, so he optioned out for a black. What we're gonna do with it is wrap the whole entire car, of course, in XPEL paint protection film. The reason being, you know, one, you wanna preserve your factory paint, which is the best option you can have on your vehicle. Aftermarket paints are never the same. No offense to those guys in the body shop world.
Don't take it personally.
Also, this vehicle is currently selling for about $600,000. So that's a lot of money. You definitely want to get this cars like this protected. So we've done a handful of Porsches already, GT3 RSs, 911s, turbo, so on and so forth. Very, very familiar with the 992 chassis. Obviously going to be doing ceramic coating on the whole thing. We absolutely love double layering things, so the bumper is going to get double layered there. We're going to include extra film here, extra film behind the rear wheels as well. Windshield film will go on as well. We will be installing a Keys Motorsports control valve as well for the exhaust, just like we did in the 992 GT3 RS. That sounds pretty good. And we're adding some accent pieces, so we're gonna install custom stripes on the hood. Gonna do a custom decal on the side here. We removed the factory piece that was there. Customer wants something a little bit more different to make it look different.
He's different.
Without further ado, we have a lot of work to do. We're trying to knock this thing out pretty quickly. He wants the car back so he can go out and enjoy it while the temperatures are going up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right, you're probably wondering why in the world did we wrap this portion of the vehicle in XPEL Stealth? Well, that was requested by the customer because he likes the look of having a gloss finish here and essentially a matte plastic look, which you get on the standard GT3s, GT3 RSs, so on and so forth. The ST comes with this portion of a color match. So we got the top portion done here. We're rewrapping the bottom piece here because we did not like that you saw a little bit of gloss showing right around the edge. So we ripped the film off there, gonna modify the pattern a little bit, throw it on, get it perfect.
Perfect.
Because that's what we strive for, hence the name Detail Driven. So shooting for, you know, very, very good quality work. But yeah, we'll knock out the front here. We're doing the rear bumper right now. We'll do the main part of the hood here. The front end is fully done. And the only thing left essentially will be the two doors and the two quarter panels. Much easier to wrap compared to a 3RS just because it's got a lot less going on. Another thing we wanted to briefly talk about was paint protection film in orange peel. We see online, many people will say, oh, so-and-so, you know, do not put on paint protection film on your vehicle because you get horrendous orange peel, so on and so forth. So here's something that we wanted to show you, right? you have a vehicle, you know, MSRP on these is right around 300 to 350. Since it's a collector's car, it's gone up in value, or 600 grand. But here is a panel that is wrapped in XPEL paint protection film. So your standard 8mm film, and you have your door that has not been touched at all. To somebody that doesn't even have a trained eye, you will never see it. Even to an untrained eye, you won't see it. And somebody that even knows what they're looking for, I can guarantee you they will not be able to tell the difference whatsoever.
Same thing.
So if you're using a very high quality film, you know, good brand, good material, so on and so forth, like XPEL, which is what we use here at the shop, you will not have to worry at all about orange peel. The only time you see orange peel, for example, would be like the Ford truck right there. You know, we just did a paint correction and ceramic coating on it. If you look down the side of it from the factory, there is so much orange peel in that paint. When you add PPF on top of it, it only is going to amplify it, because film adds a lot more depth. So that's the only time where you will see more orange peel. So what we'll do right now is, now that the back end has been fully wrapped, we got the bumper all finished up, so on and so forth, we're going to be installing the Keys Motorsports valve controller. So we'll have Mike jump on that while we take a break and just keep rolling with the front end. But this is going to make a world of a difference on a vehicle like this. Get the valves completely open at all times so you can get that nice crisp sound out of the 4.0 motor. So Keys Motorsports did a phenomenal job with this unit. Not every day do you get to be in the front of a 911 ST
Right.
installing the battery charger kit. Matt just dropped by with his 3RS that we did a few weeks ago. Gonna check out the black wheels. Oh my gosh, that looks so freaking good. Dang. But you're right, I think the other design does work better.
It works better. It's still on the other side. I only have 2 weeks left.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I like the multi-spoke. So that design,
But it's just almost too tame.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think.
No, you're right. In pictures is one, but seeing it in person, love the black. But the design, you're right.
The design is so much better on the other one.
I'd probably say the Caddy for sure, 100%.
All right, so what we're doing here is the last piece to our puzzle. So we're wrapping the front bumper in the second layer with XPEL PPF. The reason why is because it'll protect the bumper, the most vulnerable spot, and especially if the customer decides to go on the track, to really protect the bumper from any type of potential damage. He's had some bad experience before where some metal had come off a vehicle, it hit the car, it chipped a lot of the paint up, damaged it, so on and so forth. So we're trying to eliminate that. So the base layer, we pretty much have it wrapped super tight around all of these areas. And then the second layer that we're gonna do it is we're gonna run it right up to the edge here. That way you will see an edge coming across here, so on and so forth. We're not even gonna wrap the edge here. That way in the future, if he ever decides to remove the first top layer, we can peel it off without removing the base layer, as it's all fully wrapped around the corners. So that's what we're gonna do here. Start on this side, warm up the film a little bit, stretch it, get it wrapped. All right guys, so we got the 911 ST all finished up. So between you watching the video now and this car getting all finished up, we actually ended up doing another ST in a different color. So it's kind of amazing to do two very rare, beautiful vehicles back to back. You'll make sure you watch the video on that one next as we release it. But anyways, jumping back onto this one, the whole entire car was wrapped in XPEL paint protection film. Double wrapping the front bumper here. That's something that this customer loves doing as well. We installed the factory PPF in this area as well. So as the full panel is already covered in paint protection film, this area is notorious for getting completely chipped up and beat up. So we like to layer on a second layer there. In the future, what makes it easier is pulling that layer off, putting a new piece on, without replacing the whole entire panel there. Carbon fiber mirror caps, we installed these for the client as well, along with these carbon fiber wind deflectors as well. This helps a lot with wind buffering. Stripes, he decided to go with something custom to make it his own and special, so we went ahead and did custom stripes for him as well. A little bit of green to resemble a GT3 that he had before in Irish green. A little bit of gray along with a custom logo there that we had done. And check this out right here, what we had done in the back. So to give it just that subtle touch, we overlaid a little bit of green there. And we also did green on the Porsche lettering there as well. Window tint, it got window tint done as well by the guys next door. They do phenomenal work. And we also installed the valve controller. You can't forget about that one. The Keys Motorsports valve controller and a dash cam. So we got one here. We ran the wiring through, installed a camera in the back. And one more thing I forgot to mention, every single ST that is on the market currently, so these are actually come color matched to the vehicle. So this piece right here, the client wanted it to be blacked out or stealth to match the splitter, kind of representing what you see on the GT3 RSs and the GT3 cars. So that's what we did there as well to make it just a little bit different. That pretty much sums it up. So another amazing project. It's a pleasure working on vehicles like this. Thank you again so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. But for now, enjoy the B-roll of this car all finished up. Take care. on and so forth, so 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 on and so forth.